Welcome back. Next month is Spinal Cord Awareness Month, and one group helps families who have been affected by spinal cord injuries bridge the gap between the isolation, the loneliness, the hopelessness to a community of togetherness and hope. Mickey Purcell is the founder of Walking with Anthony, and she is here to share how she's lived this story and she's helping other families. Mickey, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You said you never thought that you would be doing something like this, but I mean, it's been something that's part of your family and you were almost called to do, right? Where did Walking with Anthony start?
Well, Anthony, my son, dove in the ocean in 2010 and broke his neck, and he was paralyzed from the neck down. And I was kind of thrown into the SCI community. I knew nothing about spinal cord injury. And after watching him struggle, rehab, the money it costs, this is such a very expensive recovery. It's $100 an hour just for 1 hour of rehab. I decided we have to start a charity to help other people who are less fortunate. So we started Walking with Anthony 6 months after he was hurt. And it also kept his mind going. It kept him progressing mentally, because this is not only a physical injury, it's a mental injury. I mean, can you imagine?
Right. At one point, you have a great video that talks all about this, and he talked about depression a little bit, because I'm sure your whole life changes, and now
a split of a second, our life changed. Anthony was on suicide sites. And I would go in his room and say, "What are you doing?" I'm looking to see how I'm going to commit suicide. Now he mentors people. He talks them out of suicide. Look what I've done. You can progress. You can get better. So what he does is mentors to these people, motivates them. The sad part is I get like 30 calls a week, help, I need help. And we can't help everybody. We need money. We need to raise a lot of money to help these people, because we've proven to the medical society that rehab works and they can get healthier, stronger, more independent. And I need someone who can come in and really help us get the insurance that these people need, desperately need.
Because insurance, as you just mentioned, they cover what, 20 days after you've had a spinal
20
cord
days.
injury?
They tapped me on the shoulder down at Jackson Memorial and said, "Tomorrow's your last day." I said, "You gotta be kidding me." We had the best insurance. We wrote out a check to keep Anthony there, but other people don't have that. The whole family is affected by this accident. Someone has to be home, a caregiver. They've got to change the whole structure of their home. They need a wheel-accessible van. It's just horrific.
What you said, the cost for 1 year alone for someone with a spinal cord injury is $250,000.
$250,000 for equipment, rehab that they need, and they max out credit cards. They get seconds on their home. It is just horrific. It's the only word I can use. What these families go through, and the phone calls I get, it's just crazy.
So one thing you're doing here in DC is you're having a charity golf tournament. It's with the Washington Redskins, right? It's
right.
in the end of September?
Well, it's with the Washington Redskins Charitable Foundation. They've been partners with us. It's on September 30th, Monday, at the Country Club of Fairfax. It's a huge event, a great event. We raise a lot of money, not enough, but enough to help a couple people. You can't put a price tag on helping one person.
Because you said you've been raising thousands and thousands of dollars, but for something like this, you need to be raising millions of dollars.
No, we need millions of dollars. We need millions. And I hope the people out there listening, if they do give to a charity, I would love it if they would consider Walking with Anthony.
Yeah, and just going back to your son, and he's now married, right? He has a job?
He's married, he has his own business.
Wow.
He's driving, he has his life back. And we need to help as many people as we can get their life back, because they're sent home to do nothing, and they're just gonna die.
And we have the rehab, we have the resources and the facilities. It just costs so much they can't get in there.
There's a lot of great rehab centers out there for spinal cord injury, and again, insurance doesn't cover it. Yeah. So there's very few lucky people that can get the help that they truly need.
All right. Well, Mickey, thank you for coming, sharing your story with us. There is a text to donate. If you at home would like to donate money, you just text WWA to 71777. You can help out so many people. Mickey, thank you again for coming.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back on Great Day Washington.